you, Johnny?
Very good, Davey. Yourself?
Yeah, very good, thanks. What sort of time of the day is it with you?
It's just night time there now. It's just, I'm not sure, it's about 6:30 or 7 in the evening. So winter time here now, so it's getting on dark pretty early.
Oh yeah, well, it's only just after 10 o'clock here in the morning. So thanks for taking the time, because obviously it's not easy with the hours difference. Congratulations last week on winning the South Australian Derby on Russian Camelot. That's your ninth Group 1 since you've moved to Australia. So things are going really well for you, Johnny.
Yeah, definitely unreal, really. Hard to imagine I'd have had that success when I came here first. But yeah, look, it was great to get that win again Saturday. It looks a nice horse, and good to win.
You're over there. You went over for a few months for the jump season back in 2011. You came home for a few months, and you went back in 2012. Did you believe that you were going to end up staying so long?
No, definitely not. I just kind of came initially just chancing my arm for kind of a summer at home. I was obviously gone quiet at home and not doing a lot, and always had a bit of a desire to travel and see a bit of the world. So look, the opportunity came to maybe give it a go over here for a few months, and there was a couple of us took up the offer. I think Kenny Whelan actually came out with me for a few months, and Stephen Gray at the time we came out. So I came here. I had good success the first few months I was here. I think I rode maybe 8 or 9 winners for the few months, and look, I went back home after that again and came back out in 2012. Look, I'm probably here full time since then. So yeah, I definitely didn't think I'd still be here 8 years later, but that's the way it's worked out.
And Johnny, you've done very well when you were here in National Hunts. You rode plenty of winners, based with the Crowleys and that. Why was it to change to the flat race? And obviously you're able to do the weight. You've had to work hard to get down lighter weight, but what was the reason for the change?
Yeah, just more opportunities over here. Look, the jump season here is it's pretty small. You probably have 80, 90 races for the year is all. So just a case of getting more opportunities, more rides, trying to earn a few extra quid. Yeah, like I've always been pretty light for a jump jockey, but I've had to work at it to get my weight down to riding the flat. So look, it started off just riding out the bush country meetings. I'd have 1 or 2 rides here and there, and look, I gradually kind of build up more context and got more rides as the time went by. So yeah, look, I think I've been just lucky enough, fell into the right place at the right time, and got good opportunities.
And what sort of weight would you be on now every day, Johnny?
Yeah, I'll probably, like I said, normally the Saturday is the big race in here, so I'd always ride a bit lighter of a Saturday. So I've been riding most Saturdays 55, 56 kilos, which is about 810, 812. I wouldn't ride much lighter than 9 stone during the week, but of a Saturday, I normally make an extra effort to ride a bit lighter. Obviously, bigger races and worth a lot more money. So yeah, most Saturdays I try and ride around 810, 812 or something like that.
Would I be right in saying you'd done 8.6 in the Melbourne Cup last year then?
No, I don't think it was 8. I done 53.5, which was that is, trying to make it up. Could have been about 8-9, I'd say 8-9.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a bit of a struggle. Yeah, wouldn't like to be doing it every day, but I suppose you don't get the opportunity to ride in a race like that very often, and it was a bit of work, but it was definitely worthwhile.
The biggest race in Australia, one of the biggest races in the world, and you rode for Joseph O'Brien downdraft. He'd won on that horse previous to that. He was disappointing enough in the race, but it was, I'd imagine it was great to ride in that race, and then to be able to ride for Joseph is some turnaround, isn't it, from where you've come from, end up in Australia and riding for Joseph.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it was a big thrill to get a ride in a race like that. It was probably more through I had a good association with the owners. I ride a bit for them out here, and obviously I gave years working for Joseph's grandfather, Joe Crowley, on the hill where he's training now. So yeah, look, it was a bit disappointing we didn't get the result on the day, but look, just to be part of the race. Even my mother was over here for the couple of weeks, and she got to go on the parade and all the day before. So yeah, look, it was a great experience, and hopefully we might get a spin it again another day.
And the horse that you won on last week, Russian Camelot, the plan for him will probably to be go to the Melbourne Cup. It will.
Possibly, yeah. I see he's gone into the mark. He's gone in favourite at the moment, but look, he's a nice horse. He's actually a Northern Hemisphere bred 3-year-old. They actually went over and bought him as a yearling in Tattersall's and Fairy House, and So for him to be able to win a Group 1, look, they mightn't have been the best horse he was racing against, but he was still 6 months younger than them. So to be able to beat them at level weights at this stage in his life, he can only improve with age. So look, he's a nice horse. I don't know whether I get back on him or not. It was only circumstances I got to ride on him last Saturday, but yeah, if the opportunity came to ride him again, he'd be a good horse to get on.
I aspire to get to win a Group 1, Johnny. Tell us a little bit about how the setup. You're based in Victoria, but you're a lot further down south now for the few weekends of the carnival. Tell us a little bit how that all works, and your main base in Victoria and who you're riding for.
Yeah, so I'm normally based in Victoria. Obviously, I'm in South Australia at the moment, but so yeah, I'm based in Victoria, which is Melbourne more or less. I normally ride there most days of the week, but say there's good racing on down here for about a month's long carnival. So there's just 3 weekends basically of there's a Group 1 each day, and there's some good quality racing. But obviously with the COVID-19, we've been lucky enough here to be able to race along, obviously with some strict restrictions. And in order for me to ride here on last weekend, I had to do 2 weeks isolation when I got here, and I'm going to have to do another 2 weeks isolation when I get back to Victoria before I'll be allowed ride again. So look, it was a bit of a commitment to miss almost a month of riding, but look, it paid off obviously when I got to win that race Saturday. So yeah, it's not ideal, but it was I think we're very lucky over here. We're still able to race. Obviously, you're not as fortunate back in Ireland or England, but they've done a good job here. They've had very strict rules in, and look, it's been hard work, but yeah, as you say, we've been able to race on, which has been good.
Yeah, very good. And Johnny, what's the plan further down the road? Obviously, you want to keep riding as you are riding so well, and keep riding those big winners. But is the plan to come home when you finish riding, or will you probably stay there?
Look, it's hard to know. I always thought I would end up. I never thought I'd be here as long as I am. But look, while I'm still riding, I'm having good success. I'm happy enough here at the moment. But I think Ireland will always be home. I'll try and get back as much as I can. I was actually meant to be back in a couple of weeks. My sister was actually meant to get married there about a month ago, but unfortunately, with all this going on, she had to call that off. So I think it's rescheduled for maybe New Year's Day next year. So hopefully we get back then.
And your home place is Arraglen, just outside Kilworth in County Cork, for those who don't know. So that's unfortunate for your sister, but it's happened to a lot of people, unfortunately. But I suppose that's a date to look forward to then.
Yeah, definitely. Look, she was obviously very disappointed, but I suppose in the wider schemes of things, there's a lot worse things going on. So yeah, hopefully, come that time, things will be back to some bit normal by then.
Good. And before I let you go, Johnny, you're looking forward to the weekend. It's your last weekend this weekend riding down in South Australia. Will you have many rides and anything fancied?
Yeah, look, I have pretty much a good book. I think I nearly have a full book, so I have a few good rides. There's one Group 1 on, which it's called the Goodwood. I ride one for Godolphin, actually, James Cummins, a horse called Trekking. So I think he might be third or fourth favourite at the moment. So look, hopefully he'll be a big shout Saturday. And yeah, I've got a few other good rides in the day as well. So looking forward to it.
Good. Well, listen, best of luck with that, and well done again last week, and best of luck for the rest of the year, Johnny, and thanks very much for taking the time.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for the call. Thank you.